I'm going to be doing another review for you today. This one is going to be on a UV size 12-inch full screen light. As I mentioned in my prior videos, I'm doing videos to review items as I'm building my channel and buying new things. So we did the tripod review that I'm using to film this now. I'm also going to be using this light, do a review on this, and then using the light for future recordings. I also have a microphone that we're going to do to give you some review on that. So any of these next reviews that I'm doing for you, these have been me spending hours on the internet trying to narrow it down. So I looked on YouTube of many reviews of many different lighting apparatuses, all the different ways you can do it, and just based on the research that I've seen, trying to look for kind of the biggest bang for the buck, and narrowing it down to one, purchasing that unit, and then doing a review for you. So I did narrow it down to this one. I purchased this on Amazon. I think it was around $80. It was not very expensive for a light with the amount of detail that this thing has. It has lots of different options, which made it really cool. Again, I'll kind of open it up real quick, show you the different pieces of it, and then I'll stop the video, come back with it all put together. So here is the head unit of it, remote, looks like another remote, and then other pieces of it, the stand, here's the base, plug, and then some pieces on it for some little attachments. So I'm going to go ahead and put this together. I'm going to stop the video here, and I'll be back here when it's put together. All right, and we're back. It's set up here. So right off the bat, the two remotes that come with it. One is the start and stop for pictures or for cameras. Actually used it to start this video. It works super easy. The two buttons on there say iOS and Android, so depending on what you're using, it's one click to start, one click to stop. Super easy through Bluetooth to set up. Took literally less than 30 seconds on my phone. Worked perfect as I tried it. And then the other remote is going to run the light. I'll show you a few different features. You turn it on, and then I'll turn it sideways so it doesn't give us any reflection there. It has this little attachment, which I thought was cool. If you don't have a tripod and you want to have something to where you can have your camera on there, it does all the different angles. It's right there, so you'll have your light. You can do your recording right from there. I thought that was a really cool feature. I just did this as for demonstration purposes for you. So on the remote, you can control this really, really finely. There's two different settings. There's the brightness and then the temperature, which I thought was really cool. All the research that I did showed that it was really important to have both and not just one. Some of these lights come with just one or the other. But for example, there's knobs in the back. I'll show you real quick. And a little gauge here. Right now it's 80% for the brightness and 3000 for the temperature. I'll zoom in here in a second and give you kind of a better overview. You can manually change these things on the back if you would like. Or you can change it here on the remote. So the K plus and minus is the temperature of it. And the up and down here is the brightness of it. One thing that's cool on here, because you can fine tune it so much, that if you were to hit the Alt button that's on here, it actually jumps up in 20% increments. So that jumped to 80% brightness, 100% brightness, 20% brightness, 40, 60. So then once you get to kind of an area that you like, then you can do the up and down and kind of fine tune it in there. It's the same thing with this M that's in the middle for the temperature. It goes from 3000 K to 4300 to 6500 back down to 3000. So you kind of get where you want, and then again you can fine tune it in from there. I thought that was really cool. I'll zoom in here in a second. One thing that I will say is this is kind of a plastic part here. The base is real sturdy. I don't know, I'm not really too impressed with the plastic piece here. It seems like it is kind of wobbly. I mean, any type of wind, anything like that is probably going to take it down, or you'd have to have it a lot lower. It does go higher than this, so you can get up. Seems to be about that high. I'm assuming that's, you know, close to 7 feet. It does have adjustments here so that you can, you know, adjust it lots of different ways. You can go up to the ceiling, you can go down to the ground, and there's tons of ways that you can adjust it, but you can see it's just a little flimsy. The other thing too is the cord, as you can see where I have it plugged in, you'd have to have an extension cord to go anywhere away from a wall. It doesn't give you really a lot of extension cord, but other than those two things, it being a little bit flimsy, again, the further you go down, the more sturdy it is. And again, you don't need these lights real high most of the time. It is, you know, would be my only complaints is this being plastic and being a little bit wobbly. Other than that, the quality seems to be good. The functionality seems to be really good. Everything has worked perfect. No issues with it. It seems to be really bright. Again, I'm going to zoom in here in a second and kind of give you an overall show up close of what the light can do. So I'll be back in 1 second. All right, we're back with a little bit more of a close-up on the new light. Again, hopefully you can see right now it's at about a 20% brightness and the lowest setting for temperature. I have it set to where you can kind of see the backdrop there to see what the things, how it changes. I'm going to use that Alt and go in the 20% increments so you can kind of see how bright it is and how bright it's getting. Right now it's at 60, right now it's at 80, and there's 100%. So you can really tell that it's brightened it completely up. I'll go to 0. You can tell how much it's brightened up there. So it does really well lighting up the area to give it a lot of contrast there. And then again, on the temperature, again, really big difference. As I'm starting to go up, I'll go in the different increments. There's 43. You can see what's such a big difference already, how much whiter everything looks. 65 is even a ton more. So you could tell the warmth of, you know, almost a tannish compared to all the way up being a whitish. So again, those were the extremes. You can really dial it in as far as what you want to do, as far as brightness, as far as temperature. Again, kind of a slowly letting you see the temperature change as we go through it. You can really dial it in to see, you know, what temperature you really want it to look at as you're dialing in your lighting. So again, it has lots of different settings that you can use. Really happy with the way that it functions and it performs. Seems again to be everything I need it to be. Again, the only complaints I have is kind of the stability of it. Not super happy with that, but the ease and the functionality of it is right on par. So that's going to be it for this video. I will leave a link down below. Again, it's a UB size 12-inch full screen light for videos or pictures. And I will leave the link down below. Again, I'm just going to leave a link to Amazon on this video. I'm not going to have any coupon codes or anything from me since I did purchase it. It's not a sponsored ad. This was me just doing my own research and giving my own personal, honest opinion of the item. I would definitely buy it again. The only thing that I may look for on another one is maybe something with a little bit, maybe a metal rod versus plastic here. But other than that, happy so far. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe. I'm trying to build my channel. I want to put a lot of helpful information out there. If this was helpful for you and you like the video, please like it. To let me know, comment on anything you need to, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.